Hello everyone and welcome to Yoga with Josh. I'm Josh Clinton and welcome to my channel. So, as I sound very yogi today, so this video, this sequence was a request by my good friend Megan, who requested this years ago, and now I'm finally getting around to doing this. So this video is focused on the back. So focusing on warming up the back a little bit and helping to develop these muscles in the back body to help probably correct a lot of us who sit in desk jobs. So what happens is we end up doing this, going like this a lot. Okay, so what this is trying to do is correct that Quasimodo kind of action that we're doing on a daily basis. So we're working on pulling the shoulder blades back and down. Okay, so simple as that, not as dramatic as that, because that's just how I roll. All right, so let's get started. So starting out in Shavasana or corpse pose or lying down, whatever you want to call it. So from here, I want you to think about this pose. Traditionally, the pose is basically legs a little bit wide, wide open, palms up, and the arms just flapped out at your side. Okay, just a resting pose is all this is. But sometimes this is a freaking nightmare for some people. Can be really hard on the back. All right, so there's many options, and I encourage you that if you're ever in a studio class or things like that, and you are told to drop into this pose, do one of the other versions. Do what version works for you. Maybe this is not comfortable for you and you're not able to focus. Then just don't do it. Do something that works for you. Maybe on your side, maybe seated. It doesn't really matter. Okay, whatever works for you. I want you to listen to your body. That's what's most important. So, options for this pose. What you could do is you can just bend the knees. Okay, that takes a lot of pressure off the low back. Okay? If you do want your legs a little outstretched, if you have a block, okay, a block works great. Just take the block, stick it under your knees. There, that relieves a little bit of pressure off the spine. Simple as that, okay? If you don't have a block, you can take random stuff that you have around your house. Maybe a boot, maybe a stack of books. Whatever you got, use it, okay? You don't have to be this super yogi with all these props that are fantastic, okay? No, you don't need to. Yoga should be accessible to everybody, okay? And some people don't have the money to go out and buy fancy blocks. The blocks are expensive, okay? Use a book, works great, okay? All right, so back in Shavasana, or corpse pose, and your version of it, remember. So take a moment and just arrive here. Okay, just bring your attention to your body resting on the ground. Just paying attention to your breathing. Not doing anything to it, just paying attention to it. Is it deep? Is it shallow? Is it quick? Is it slow? Just take note in your brain. Don't try to change anything about it. It's perfect right now. Just bring your attention to your weight on the ground. Grounding into the earth. Just preparing for your practice today. All right, everybody exhale. Exhale all your air out. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. exhale out through the mouth. And again, inhale. Then exhale out the mouth. Maybe add a little vocalization to this. Inhale. Let's do it again. Inhale. Just letting everything go. Let your day go. Let your week go. Just trying to let all the stress go. Just try your hardest to be right here, right now. That's what's most important. You gave up this time for yourself. So take it. It's yours. Now we're going to start to manipulate the breath a little bit. Just take control of it. Okay? So it's a very simple breathing practice. Now remember, with any breathing practice, I want you to be conscious of how you feel while you're breathing. Because sometimes people can get dizzy when they're doing these breathing practices. So if you do start to feel lightheaded, stop. Stop doing the breathing practice, just breathe normally. Okay? Let your body tell you. That's your body saying, hey, calm it down, yogi. Okay? Chillax, you'll get there. Okay? So, exhale all your air out. Now inhale to the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now exhale to the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. So continue that pattern of breathing into the count of 4, or maybe you feel like going to 5, whatever works for you, or maybe 6. Okay, so listen to yourself and you go with what you can do. You're perfect exactly where you are. Okay? So this breath that we just cultivated, that we just created, this breath work, this pranam, we're cultivating the power of the breath. Okay? That is the most important part of yoga, is that breath. Okay? All of the fancy poses, everything else, that's just fanciness. Okay? So just let yourself be with your breath. Maybe your practice looks like this. Exactly like this. Lying on the ground, connecting to your breath. That is perfect. Okay? You do you. That's what's most important. Okay? Alright. On an exhale, I want you to bend your knees and plant your feet on the ground. Okay? Bring your feet together and then slowly allow your knees to open up. Okay? I kind of have to readjust my pants to let my hips open a little bit. Okay, so these are called butterfly legs or bukasana legs, whatever you feel like calling them. And just allow your hips to open up. Okay? That's all we're doing, is stretching those hip flexors just a little bit, just opening up the hips. Okay? Now think about, bring your attention to your low spine. Okay? So your back, your low back. So right down here. Okay? So right down there, you can feel the slight curvature that's happening in your spine. Okay? And sometimes that becomes very, very intense. Like with me, I have a pretty bendy back. Okay? So my back naturally just goes, okay? But it doesn't make that noise. Sometimes it does, but not all the time. So bring your attention to that curvature. Okay, that's good. That's part of your spine. Okay, that's what your spine is doing. It's supposed to move. Okay? So I want you to gently start to feel like you're taking your lower ribs and connecting them to your hips. So to do that, you're going to engage your belly button, okay, or your abdominals. So your abdominals are going to tense up a little bit. And with that tensing, you're going to feel your low back start to flatten out a little bit. Okay? So it's totally fine. That's what it's supposed to do. So I want you to just bring your attention to that experience. Okay? And from that, I want you to start to maybe flap your butterfly wings a little bit. And just warming up the spine. That's all we're doing. Warming it up. Or we're not warming up your spine just yet. It's kind of getting a little warm with our ab workout. We're warming up the hips. Okay, bring those knees together. From here, I want you to roll over onto your side. Using your opposite hand, you're going to push up. Okay. Push up into tabletop. Okay, so tabletop basically looks like this. Okay, so what I want you to do when you're in tabletop, I'm going to try and get in the center of that to some degree. Okay, so in tabletop, what I want you to do is pay attention to your wrists. Okay, are your wrists below your shoulders? Okay, so just pay attention to that experience. Okay, and a lot of times as you practice more and more, you can start to feel that, oh, that's a little off, and then you just adjust. Okay, so the more and more you'll get better at it, you'll be able to figure it out. Okay, so engage the fingers. Nice and strong, get a nice grip on the floor. Okay, we're just basically working the fingers out. We don't usually work our fingers out, right? Okay, so now make sure, bringing your attention to your knees, you're going to make sure that your knees are below your hips. Again, you'll kind of feel like if you move around a little bit, you can start to feel where things sit. Okay, and you can feel solid, like you'll feel your body is solid on the ground. Okay, you feel like all of your joints are stacked and you're supported, which is exactly the way you want to be. Okay, it's perfect, just like that. All right, from here, all I want you to do is we're going to be going into what we call cat and cow. Okay, so you've probably done this pose or seen this pose multiple times, or these poses. There's two of them. So on an inhale, you're going to bring your belly down to the ground as if you're a cow with udders. Okay, and you're going to lengthen through the top of your head. Okay, a lot of times people want to crank their head back and look up. That can be hard on your neck. So I want you to just lengthen through the top of your head. And then exhale, you're going to do the opposite. Arch the back. Sending your spine all the way up. Maybe do a little bit of a stretch. I kind of like that. That feels good. And inhale down into cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Or an old teacher of mine used to call this happy puppy because you can shake your bum. Exhale, arch the back. And draw the belly button into the spine as you do that. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, neutral spine. So what we can say by neutral spine is basically where your spine is level to the ground. Okay, so they're parallel to the ground. That's what you want. Okay, so from here, I want you to inhale, lift your left hand up into the air. Okay, sending your fingers out. You're going to really stretch the body that way. And then you're going to kick your right foot back, straight back, extending through the heel. Don't point like a ballerina. You're going to extend through the heel. And really activate your arm, activate your leg, nice and strong. And exhale, drop the hand back down and leg down. Inhale, you're going to lift your right hand up. Again, engaging the arm. And then lift the left foot up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, left hand, right foot. Exhale down. Inhale, other side. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, left foot, or left hand, right foot. Exhale down. Inhale, right hand, left foot. Exhale down. All right, from here, balancing, you're going to sit back onto your feet. Okay, just like this. So this pose is called hero's pose. Okay, there's two ways to do this, or multiple ways to do this. So a lot of times what I do is I just kind of interlace my feet like this and sit down. Simple as that. Sometimes that causes a little turning in my knees, which I don't like. So a lot of times I'll just sit on my heels, but again, that's not necessarily comfortable, but it works. So if this is making your knees scream like mad, what you're going to do is you're going to take a block or a boot, and you're going to take it. I don't know how this is going to work out, but we're going to try it. You're going to take it, you're going to put it between your legs, and then you're just going to sit back. Okay? I think I would need another boot, to be honest. Maybe books. Got some books here. We'll try books. Okay, books pointed up. That's a lot. That's taken a lot off my knees, okay? I need more books. But this works just fine, okay? So from here, sitting in hero's pose, your version of it, okay? Whatever's working for you. Okay, all I want you to do is inhale your left hand into the sky, going straight up. Exhale, arch out over that right side. Focusing on turning the heart over and up. Because a lot of times what we want to do is collapse and do this. Open up so you get a nice stretch all along here. And then come back to center. Plant the left hand, send the right hand up and over. Stretch. Exhale, come down. Inhale, other side. Exhale, come down. Inhale, other side. Exhale, come down. Pull my shirt down. All right, from here, what I want you to do is you're going to gently take your left hand, you're going to place it on your right knee. You're going to send your right hand behind you, okay? And pulling from here, from your belly button, you're going to pull over to your side, doing a nice gentle twist. Now imagine there's a string at the top of your head pulling your body up, so you're getting this spiral spin sensation in your spine. And exhale, come back to center. Inhale. Exhale, place the right hand on the left knee, left hand behind you. Twist. Same thing, lifting. Exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist to the other side, to the right side again. Inhale, center. Exhale, over to the left side. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. And twist to the left. Inhale, center. Gorgeous. All right, from here, we're going to take it to the ground. So what I want you to do is you've got a few ways you can go about it, but the simplest way is if you're going from tabletop, okay, I want you to keep your knees down on the ground for right now, okay? If you can do full chaturanga, you're more than welcome to do chaturanga all the way through. But I'm going to keep it close with the knees down. All right, so chaturanga, So make sure those shoulders are stacking, okay? Pull the belly button in really, really strong. Really activate those abdominal muscles, okay? Pull the heart forward and then slowly lower down. And you're gonna lower all the way down to the ground. And then when you get to the ground, you're just going to situate yourself, okay? Simply as that. And I want you to pick one side to put your head down. As I'm staring at blocks. Look at these blocks, they're amazing. Okay, from here, all I want you to do is you're going to lift your shoulders off the ground. Okay, this pose is called baby cobra. So lift your shoulders off the ground. Okay, and from here, you just take your hands, place them next to your side ribs. Okay, and then exhale, lower back down. So when you did that, if you felt a pinching at all, so a simple, if you're getting an activation in your back, so a simple muscle pull, that's fine. If you feel pinch is not good. So a pinch, what that is bone rubbing against bone, okay? So if that is happening, you need to back off just a little bit, okay? Backing off is fine, okay? That's what we want. We want you to back off, okay? And inhale, take it up again. Hold, really activating, so I'm feeling my muscles really tighten. So you want to lift your hands off, because you don't want your hands to be pushing down and pulling you into this pose. You want your back to be engaged. You want your back to be doing the work, because we're trying to reset everything. So as this is happening, a lot of times we get lazy on our shoulders. Pull those shoulders back and down. Okay, release. Now place your head on the other side, or place your opposite ear on the ground. Just reconnect to your breath a little bit. Inhale, come on up. Again. Now this time we're going to do a little bit more. So lifting the hands, pulling the shoulders back. Okay? I want you to bring your hands up like cactus arms. Okay? So keep holding and keep breathing. Don't forget to breathe. Cactus arms. Alright? And from cactus arms, I want you to send your hands forward. Okay? And into fists like you're Superman. And sometimes this causes a lot of stress in your back. So remember to pull up. Really activate. Really anchor down your legs. Pull the arms back to cactus. Okay, like you're doing a pull-up. That's what I want you to imagine. Okay, so you're going to pull your hands forward and then pull up. Pulling the shoulders down, shoulder blades down. Exhale, release. And put your opposite ear on the ground. And inhale, lift up. Lift your hands off the ground. Cactus arms. Send the arms forward. Pull back. Send the arms forward. Pull back. Arms forward. Pull back. And release. Opposite ear on the ground. Inhale, come up. Cactus arms. Send them forward. Pull them back. Send your hands forward. Pull it back. And release. Alright, so from here, we're going to take it a different space. So take your hands and place them along your body, palms down. And on an inhale, we're going to lift your chest up again. And then if you can, you're going to lift your hands up. And exhale, release. Inhale, lift up again. Remember to pull the shoulder blades down the spine. Really lifting, 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 lifting. And release, come down. Opposite here. This time I want you to activate your legs. So what I mean by activating your legs is your thighs are going to become activated, and what's going to happen is your feet are going to come up. So my feet are now bouncing. Okay, inhale. Lifting the shoulders off the ground, pulling the shoulder blades back, sending the arms up. Locust pose. Hold. And release. Opposite ear. Taking it up again. Inhale. Lifting the arms. Lifting the feet off the ground. Pulling shoulder blades down the spine. And release. Let that go. Let yourself relax. Now from here, what I want you to do is bend your right foot. Okay, bend your knee, basically. Bend your right foot up. Now I want you to activate that foot really strongly, okay? So what I mean by activating is, I want you to imagine that you're pulling your toes to your knees. Okay, so activate really, really strong. Then you're going to take your right hand and you're going to grab on to your right ankle. And from here, what you're going to do is you're going to lift up. Lift your shoulders off the ground, but you're going to kick that foot. So the instinct a lot of times is not to kick, but I want you to kick, and hold on with that hand. Hold on nice and tight. Then you're going to take your left hand and bring it forward for support. Simple as that. And release. Take it down. Bring both arms together. Gonna cradle the head. Leaving the right hand there to cradle the head, or make a pillow basically. So pillowing the head, you're gonna bend the left foot, activate those toes, activate that foot, and then you're gonna send your left hand to grab onto that ankle. And on your inhale, you're gonna lift the chest up, kick back. You're going to feel that thigh fire up, nice and strong, as it kicks, 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 and breathe. Release. Take both hands in front of you. Breathe. Excuse the phone ringing. And the dog sneezing. Alright, from here, what I want you to do is you're just going to roll over. Simple as that. Roll over onto your back. Okay. So from here, what I want you to do is you're going to turn over to your side and push up into a seated position. Okay. So we're going to go into a little bit of an ab work. So this is boat, okay? So boat can be easy or as hard as you want. So boat can look like this, okay? You're just holding your knees, okay? So if you are here, all I want you to do is rock, okay? So gently try and pull your feet off the ground. That's it, okay? So if you notice, your abs start to activate ever so slightly every time you pull those feet off the ground. Okay? And then maybe you successfully hold them off the ground for a minute. Because if you go back too far, so if you fall back this way, you'll hit your tailbone and it starts to hurt. Okay? So you're finding that beautiful midpoint. Okay, and maybe you open your hands up. And you keep your hands on your knees, or you go to the low, go underneath. Okay, underneath the thighs. Okay, and then maybe you kick the legs forward. And always focus on opening your heart up to the ceiling. Okay, so bringing your gaze to the ceiling and shining your heart to the ceiling. That's what you want. Okay, hold. Maybe you release the hands. Maybe you slowly start to straighten your legs. And then I start shaking. But the key here is pull that belly button in. Okay? And pull it in. Good job. So pull your feet in nice and tight. Give yourself a nice little rock. Little rock again. Little rock, little rock. Okay, taking it up to your version of boat. Wherever you are today. Some days I can do it, some days I can't. And that's okay. Or full boat. See, a lot of times, even in full boat, my back will start to give out because my abs aren't strong enough. Yeah, that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, it's a practice. We're all in different levels, we're all in different spaces, and that's okay. Okay, some days I can do it without a problem. Today, not so much. And that's okay. Alright? So, from here, all I want you to do is leave your feet where they are, okay, and lie back down. So head on the mat. From here, all I want you to do is bring your feet about an inch from your bum. Okay? And so we're going to go into bridge. So anchor down into your feet, and you're going to send your hips up. Okay? And a lot of times your butt wants to take most of the work on this. What I want you to do is think about your heels driving into the ground. Okay? And that activates your inner muscles of your legs. So this way you're pushing up a little bit, just ever so slightly. Okay? And just go here. Or if you want a little bit more, you can always kind of come up onto the shoulders. So you rock up slightly and then interlace your fingers underneath you. So if you've got a pretty open chest, so your chest is pretty open and you can spread the shoulder blades, or spread the chest open more, then you can do this. If you can't, then that's okay. Okay? Or you can grab onto the ankles, lots of different things. Or if you can do wheel, you can always go into wheel at this time. Okay? So just hold for a moment. And breathe. And release. And bring your bum to the ground. Alright, from here, all I want you to do is you're going to take your right leg, you're going to cross it over your left leg. Okay? And from here, you're going to shift your bum to the right side of your mat. Okay? Send your arms out like a T, and then send your legs over to your left side. Just a simple twist. Simple as that. And relax. Twists are glorious. Right, release that. Bring the knees back up to the center. Unbind those legs. Push down through the feet, moving your hips over to the left side of your mat. Okay, crossing your left leg over your right, and then dropping your knees over to the right side. And relax. Really working towards keeping both shoulders on the ground. And sometimes we're not here. Sometimes this is too much of a stretch for some people in their back. They can't do it just right. So what you can do is grab a block or whatever you have, stick it underneath. Okay? Stick it underneath. And you could take it to different levels. Okay? So you got the flat level, you got this level, you got this level. So you got multiple options there. Okay? Again, a book will do the same thing. Okay? Or a pile of books. Alright. Draw the knees back up. Unbind your legs. And then send your legs out. Nice and easy. Let your eyes drift close. Going into Shavasana. You did such a great time, great effort today. As I fumble over my words. Now let go of the control of your breathing. Just let your breathing become natural. Just let your body just melt into the earth. And breathe. Just take a nice deep breath in. And let it out with a nice sigh. Inhale again. And exhale, let it out. Inhale through the nose. And exhale with a sigh. Relax. Just slowly start to focus on relaxing every single muscle in your body. Remember, you can stop this at any time you want, or you can stay here as long as you want. Just let you be you. Focus on relaxing further and further into this posture. Letting go of all the effort that you just put into this practice. Relax. Thank you so much for showing up today for yourself and for me, for watching this video. So please, if you can, subscribe, hit that like button, pop a comment. Thank you so much. Namaste.